The city was a giant machine, tall grey buildings scraping a grey sky. Streets flowed with grey cars, people in grey clothes, faces grey with worry. Everyone rushed to work, to school, to home, eyes fixed on the ground. The city hummed with engines and hurried whispers, a place of straight lines and sharp corners. Every morning was the same. The sun barely reached the streets. People drank coffee, read news about money and work, never dreams. Children carried heavy bags, learning to fit into the city machine. Imagination had no place here. The air smelled of metal and rain, even on sunny days. Pigeons, the color of concrete, pecked at crumbs, fitting in perfectly. The city's heart beat with a predictable rhythm. Clocks, trains, doors slamming. You could get lost in the crowd, become just another grey shape. People followed the same paths, ate the same lunch, thought the same thoughts. The city was built for efficiency, not joy. It was better to blend in, to be quiet, to follow the rules. This was the only world anyone could imagine. But beneath the sameness, the city waited for something or someone to change its color. In this world, surprise was a stranger. My name is Alex. I'm not like the others. I collect bottle caps, tiny treasures of color in my grey world. After school, I walk the empty grey beach, searching for something new. One cold grey afternoon, I spotted something bright near the water's edge. It was big, round and red, a color I hadn't seen in ages. It glowed like a fire against the sand. My heart raced as I approached. It was a strange creature, like a giant teapot with crab-like legs and gentle, sad eyes. It made a soft bell-like sound, lonely, beautiful, out of place in the city's noise. The creature was still, as if waiting for someone. I felt curiosity and something more, a connection. This was no ordinary find. It was a piece of another world. I knew it was special and very, very alone. I couldn't just walk away. Sometimes the most important things are the ones nobody else notices. I decided to stay. I sat beside it, listening to its quiet song. The red creature and I, two oddities on the edge of the grey city. For the first time, I felt hope. Something had changed. I stepped closer to the red creature. "Hello," I whispered. It turned its sad eyes to me, not afraid, just tired. I touched its warm, smooth side. It made a softer, friendlier sound. We understood each other without words. I named it the Lost Thing. I showed it my bottle caps, told it their stories. The Lost Thing listened, curious and gentle. We played fetch with an old tennis ball, laughter echoing on the empty beach. As dusk fell, I knew I couldn't leave it behind. "Come on," I said, "you can stay with me." And the Lost Thing followed, clanking softly, a bright shape in the gloom. I felt a new happiness, a friendship that made the city's shadows less dark. We walked home together, two misfits in a world of sameness. I promised to protect it. Sometimes friendship is the brightest light in a world of shadows. That night I knew my life had changed. The Lost Thing was no longer alone, and neither was I. Sneaking the Lost Thing home was easier than I thought. My parents, lost in their grey routines, didn't notice a thing. I hid it in our backyard shed, a forgotten place for a forgotten friend. The next day I couldn't leave it alone, so it followed me through the city. People rushed past, eyes down, never seeing the giant red creature beside me. On the tram, it took up 3 seats. People grumbled but never looked. To them, it was just an obstacle, not a living being. I patted its side, letting it know I saw it. The Lost Thing leaned against me, grateful. We visited the park, the library, the supermarket. No one noticed. The world was blind to anything strange or wonderful. I felt sad for them, but special too. I was the only one who truly saw my friend. Sometimes the most extraordinary things are invisible to those who refuse to look. The Lost Thing and I shared a secret world. In a city of shadows, we found color together. I realized how much the world missed by not seeing, and how much I gained by noticing. I knew the Lost Thing couldn't stay with me forever. It needed a place where it belonged. So we searched the city for clues, through alleys, behind factories, in forgotten playgrounds. The city was a labyrinth of dead ends and hidden corners. One day we found a small curvy arrow painted on a wall, a secret sign. The Lost Thing made an excited sound. We followed the arrow, then another and another, a hidden trail only we could see. The city changed as we walked. Buildings grew stranger, sounds softer. We left the grey routine behind, entering a world of mystery. I held onto the Lost Thing's side. We were in this together. The trail led us deeper, past places the city had forgotten. Each step felt like hope. The Lost Thing's eyes shone brighter. We were close to something important. Sometimes The path for the lost is hidden in plain sight. We followed the secret trail. Hearts pounding, the city faded behind us. Ahead, something new waited. We were ready to find it. Together, we pressed on. The arrows led us to a blank wall, a dead end or so, I thought. The lost thing pressed a hidden button. The wall slid open, revealing a glowing doorway. Warm light and beautiful, strange music spilled out. Inside was a world of color and wonder. Creatures of every shape and size, all belonging. It was a paradise for lost things. The lost thing turned to me, eyes full of gratitude and joy. It nudged me gently, a goodbye. I hugged it, tears in my eyes. "Goodbye, my friend," I whispered. It made a joyful sound and stepped through the door. The wall closed, leaving me alone in the grey alley. But I wasn't sad. I knew my friend was home. Sometimes letting go is the kindest thing you can do. I stood for a moment, remembering the world of colour behind the wall. The city felt different now. I had seen what was possible, and I would never forget. I walked home through the city, but it didn't seem so grey anymore. I carried the memory of colour and music inside me. The world was the same, but I was different. I still collect bottle caps, but now I look for other lost things. Small wonders others ignore. I notice the unusual flower, the lonely person, the strange cloud. The world is full of lost things waiting to be seen. Sometimes I return to that alley, hoping for a glimpse of the hidden world. The door never opens, but I know what's behind it. My friend is safe, and that gives me hope. It's okay to be different, to be a little lost. Someone will notice. The lost thing taught me to really look to see the unexpected. The most wonderful things are often the ones others ignore. When you find them, be kind, help them find their way. A little kindness can bring colour to a grey world, and it can leave a hopeful echo in your heart forever. The world is brighter when you choose to see.